Chapter 168. Write the things I want to memorize in the notebook and eat it like that. Mother eating ended and status increased remarkably. The skills are also matched. Incidentally, another body obtained. What am I already? It looks like I absorbed Mother's memory and knowledge as the side effect. To be specific, I came to understand the language of this world. This, just when I was thinking of wanting to hear the content of the story in town. How timely. Thus, let's eavesdrop on why the attendants of the middle-aged man become very pale. Guessing from the fragments of the talk, that middle-aged man was a big shot of another country, but he was made to be a negotiator to win me over for his own country, almost in the form of getting rid of a nuisance. The negotiation with the mouth failed. Well, I was able to understand the language just now. Even though I don't understand, no matter what you say, negotiation is even impossible. I mean, either way, with that middle-aged man's attitude, I won't say yes. The middle-aged man has already died, even though he's asked about the crime of trying to hurt the divine beast Sama of the other country secretly. Is the divine beast Sama me? Naiwa. Generally, spiders don't have the image of the divine beast. It looks like it's confirmed that the ninjas moved by the order of that middle-aged man. Incidentally, it looks like the town chief knows it. It seems that the attendant who received the investigation confessed easily. The ninjas didn't return, and the middle-aged man dies a mysterious death. As for the death of the middle-aged man, it seems to be already recognized as my curse. No, although it doesn't change that it's my act, why is it known? And when I return to the talk, it might become a war-like diplomatic issue. So that's why the attendants have such a pale face. Because of the master's thoughtless action, they have made enemies of me and this country. When I imagine that it might damage the mother country, of course they will become pale. I mean, isn't that using me as an excuse? Although it becomes a feeling like a war is happening because of me, I don't know, okay? Why are you talking about me like I'm this country's holdings? I don't particularly have emotional attachment in this country. Annoying. After all, it's all the same as that middle-aged man. Rather, it's more wicked to use that as an excuse to start a war. It might be the right time to leave. It was pleasant to be pampered, and it was happiness that sweets are offered, but there's no reason for me to be treated as a human tool. The likes of the human to look at me like that. Your hubris is excessive. I see the state for a little more. Let's move if I don't like it. I keep picking up the sound transmitted from the thread, as expected, because I can't grasp all of the sounds in the town, it's only a part. I hear multiple sounds like high-speed calculation and superthought acceleration at the same time. There's no way I can do such a thing without the skills. If Prince Shotoku existed, isn't him a monster? Although the superthought acceleration is convenient, it was necessary to practice a little to understand the words. Because the heard sound becomes terribly slow. Good morning will be more like good morning. Although such phenomenon happens because my recognition of time was prolonged than normal, if I'm not accustomed to it, I won't understand what the other party says. If I keep picking up sounds at random with the implication of practicing to be accustomed to the information gathering. I was okay when I was trapped when I tapped the town chief because I only concentrated there, but when I pick up multiple sounds like this, there's a discrepancy that occurs to recognition by all means. Thanks to that, I became quite accustomed. Well, still, it needs a great concentration, though. As a result of hearing the voice in town, I've understood various things. First of all, about me. It's confirmed that I'm called as the Divine Beast Sama. Well, this is something that I knew since the time I tapped the town chief. It looks like I'm worshipped by the citizens with the feeling of I'm the guardian deity of this town. As expected, it looks like the citizens are prohibited to approach here today because such thing happened. Somehow, it looks like the start of me being worshipped is not only the story that I saved the town chief's wife and child. This town, or perhaps I should say, in the country with this town, it seems that the religion called goddess religion is active here, and it seems that the goddess religion, the spider, the messenger of the goddess Sama. Ah, yes, I'm different from that one. I mean, that messenger is a demon king now. I'm opposing her. Is it fine? That's why the situation where I'm respected as a divine beast Sama because I saved people on a whim, and the spider was originally regarded as sacred. I see. I understood a little of the middle-aged man who I killed yesterday. This middle-aged man seems to be a noble of the neighboring small country. Besides, his position is high. But the person is incompetent with the lineage only. He was a party driven out of his own country by dispatching him as a goodwill ambassador of this country. Although I don't know whether it's a lie or truth because it's a citizen's rumor, isn't it bad to entrust diplomacy to an incompetent person? Besides, that incompetent person caused a problem at the dispatched destination. Rather, isn't the central figure of the neighboring country also incompetent? If thinking that from that middle-aged man's personality, it's obvious that he will raise a problem. No, is that perhaps the aim? Let the middle-aged man to cause a diplomatic issue and use that reason to raise a war. Is that the purpose? Certainly not. As expected, that's leaping too much. I'm hungry. Even if I unified with Mother, my SP didn't recover to full. Can't be helped. Let's go a little hunting to fill my belly. So cool! She can learn the language now. Also, she's opposing the Demon King, who's a spider? What? Are there, like, different Demon Kings? Oh, I'm so confused because the story here takes place like over a dozen years before the stories that happen in the special chapters. So everything's all confusing. Like, how many Demon Kings were there? Like, is the current Demon King of the special chapters, did she replace the one that blew the hole through space and time? Or is she like a new one after Kumo had absorbed the other one? Oh my god, I don't know. I'm excited to find out though.